Why does a rolled eye or a sigh or someone checking their phone mid-sentence turn into a full five-alarm fight? In this video, I'm going to let you in on a secret that changes everything. The secret involves 5 things you need to know and 5 things you need to do in order to tame your cycle. Let's talk about it. The question that actually matters: what are you really fighting about? On paper, it makes no sense. Your spouse rolling her eyes is not a threat. Nobody's in danger. And yet your body reacts like something real is on the line. There's the part you see above the line, but that's the vehicle, the details, what you see over and over, the pattern you're stuck in, the cycle. Today, we're going underneath the moves into the part of you that's actually running the show. Because the moves, the pursuing and the withdrawing, those are just the smoke. Today, we're going to find the fire. Every fight is really about connection. So you need to know these 5 things. Number 1, your nervous system keeps a different kind of record. Here's something most couples never get told. Your nervous system stores your deepest attachment needs, your old wounds, your past hurts, but it doesn't store them as a story that you can recall or explain. It stores them as implicit memory, not explicit memory. Now, explicit memory is the stuff you can narrate: where you went to college, what happened on your first date. That's a filing cabinet you can open on purpose. Implicit memory doesn't work like that. It's not a story, it's a body state. It's the tightness in your chest, the clenched fist, the flinch. It's a warning from your body that something has just happened. It's showing up before your brain has said a single word. You don't remember it the way you remember a fact. You feel it all at once. It's like happening right now. Because as far as your nervous system's concerned, it is happening right now. That's why you can't just think your way out of a cycle in that moment. The material isn't sitting in the part of your brain that talks. It's sitting in the part of your brain that reacts. Number 2, you need to know what actually triggers your cycle. What sets it off? Something your partner says or does reaches down and activates this implicit material. That's really all a trigger is. It's not an insult. It's not necessarily even something your partner did wrong. It's a moment that resembles, on some old body nervous system level, a wound that was already there. That's why the same sentence lands completely differently, depending on the day or the couple or the history. Someone says, "You're being dramatic." That can roll off one person, but detonate another. Not because one person's weaker, but because for one of them, that phrase is standing on top of something old. Your partner isn't creating that material. They're just the one who happened to knock on the door where it lives. Number 3, you need to know about your God-given threat sensor. This is where the limbic system comes in, and specifically a small almond-shaped structure called the amygdala. I think of the amygdala as a God-given gift for survival. It's your built-in threat sensor, and its job is to warn you and protect you faster than your thinking brain could ever imagine. If you've ever slammed the brakes before you consciously saw a car pull out in front of you, that was the amygdala doing exactly what it was designed to do. But here's the catch. The amygdala can't tell the difference between a predator and your wife rolling her eyes at you. They're both threats. It's not built for nuance, it's built for speed. It scans for anything that matches danger. When it finds a match, even a faint one, it sounds the alarm first and asks questions. Well, never. It fires before your thinking brain has even come online. That's not a flaw in your partner's character or yours. That's your system working exactly as designed, just aimed at the wrong target. So, in the half second after the eye roll, you're not weighing evidence and reaching a reasoned conclusion. You're already flooded. Your body has decided you're under threat before you've decided anything at all, and nothing matters except surviving that threat. So you need to know, number 4, the real engine of the cycle. That's what I want you to walk away with today, because this is the whole episode in one sentence. It's this deeper material, the sense of threat and what you do with it, that actually drives the cycle. Not the dishes, not the tone of voice. Underneath the moves we mapped last week, 3 things are happening in rapid succession. 1, a sense of threat fires. Your amygdala reads danger, whether danger is actually present or not. 2, you make an assumption about what your partner meant, and that assumption is very often wrong. Not because you're foolish, but because the flooded brain isn't reading your partner accurately. It's reading the old wound, and your partner's face just happens to be where you're looking when it happens. 3, you respond defensively, pursuing or withdrawing, whichever is your move. It's designed to protect yourself from a threat. And in that specific moment, the threat isn't usually the one you think it is. And here's the part that closes the loop. Your defensive response is exactly the thing that triggers your partner's alarm. Your pursuit fires their amygdala. Their withdrawal fires yours. You're not 2 people misbehaving. You're 2 nervous systems, each convinced it's under attack, each reacting in ways that convince the other one it's under attack too. That's the cycle. It's not a communication problem. A pair of threat detection systems, both doing their job, both aimed at the wrong target, both getting confirmed by the very thing the other person does to protect themselves. You've been hijacked by your amygdala. Logic and reason have left the building. Your threat sensor has taken over, and nothing matters but survival. Now, we've looked at the 5 things you need to know. Here are 5 things you need to do to understand what's really underneath. One thing to remember, this works best when it's done slowly and ideally shared with your partner when you're both calm. Number 1, catch the moment. Think of a recent fight or a time you felt distant. Was there a specific moment where you felt yourself go on guard? Where something shifted and you were suddenly more careful and more armored? Number 2, name the catastrophic thought. In that moment, what's the worst case story running underneath? Not what you'd say out loud, but the raw version, what's happening inside your head. She doesn't care. I'm never going to get this right with him. We're going to end up like my parents. Whatever it is, let yourself see it clearly. Number 3, find the feeling under the thought. Beneath that thought is usually a specific older feeling, some kind of fear about yourself or about how your partner sees you. Some common ones, feeling lonely or dismissed or unimportant or helpless or scared or hurt or hopeless, rejected, inadequate, ashamed, small, unwanted, overwhelmed. All of those can be lurking underneath an eye roll. See which word actually fits, even if it's not very comfortable. Number 4, notice the gap. Most of us don't show that feeling. We show anger or we show nothing at all. So ask yourself, what do I actually show my partner versus what's happening under the surface? Number 5, try to build this sentence together if you can. When we get stuck in our cycle, I show you blank. But underneath, I feel blank. It is blank to tell you this. Pick a word: hard, easy, scary, comfortable. If you wanted to help me with this feeling right now, you could. Now that last blank is the one worth sitting with. It turns a vague ache into something your partner can actually do something about. It's not just about stopping the fight. It's about becoming a safe haven so your partner can begin healing from their old wounds. So now you've seen both halves, above the line, the moves you both make, below the line, the threat alarm, the misread, the old wound, getting mistaken for present-day danger. Here's the thing knowing this doesn't yet do. Doesn't stop the cycle by itself. Understanding the fire won't put it out. But next time, we're going to get to repair. And that's what to actually do in the moment and after the moment, to reach past the alarm and get back to each other. If you and your partner try the 5 steps or the 5 reflections this week, notice what it was like to say, underneath I feel, and to say it out loud. That sentence, more than almost anything else, is where couples start to get unstuck. It's not just about stopping the fight. It's about becoming a safe haven so your partner can begin healing from their old wounds. As usual, this is offered for education and encouragement. This is not therapy, even though I am a therapist. I'm not your therapist. I encourage you to find a competent, licensed, trained, experienced couples therapist in your area and take this, what you're learning with you, and go deeper with them. It's important to have a therapist actually in the room with you. I'll see you next week on The Thriving Marriage for episode number 3, How to Repair Your... I've got an extensive workbook called Breaking the Cycle. I designed this workbook for the 2 of you to go through it together. The link is below. And it walks you through most of what we're covering in these 3 episodes and even more. It costs only $25, and it's an investment in your marriage. Since it's a downloadable resource, I can't offer refunds. But if you get it and actually do it, I don't think you'll want a refund. I only ask that you not resell it or post it as your own. After all, this is not about everybody's marriage, it's about yours. For now, just try naming the dance. That alone changes something. As usual, please hit like and subscribe buttons if you found this video helpful. And remember, great marriages aren't built by perfect people. They're built by couples who keep strengthening, repairing, and enjoying life together. See you next time on The Thriving Marriage.